Good morning and welcome. I'm very happy to be here today. I'd like to introduce first my colleague who's joined me here today, Marcia Matson, Council Member for District 3. And we have a couple of other special guests I'll introduce to you, but I'd also like to thank Pinecrest Mayor Joe Cordino for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And Commissioner Daniela Levine-Cava's office is here with a representative, Sean McCracken. And I would encourage you, if you'd like to make some comments at some point, please feel free. More importantly, I'd also like to introduce a little bit of a hero to those of us that were up advocating for this very important message that we're going to talk about today. Debbie Wanikoff is here today with us, and she's going to be speaking in just a few moments on her story, which is very compelling. We also have a friend from FDOT, Carlos Sarmiento from FDOT District 6. And Brian is here with us today from Freebee, Brian Job. And of course, our Lieutenant Tony Rodriguez, who'll be sharing a message with you in just a few moments on the new texting law. It's really not often that you have the opportunity to celebrate not once, not twice, but 3 times in a very short period of time, a beautiful vehicle like we have behind us today. But today's has a very special message. We've been very proud to have the opportunity to partner with FDOT and Freebee to bring this 3rd Freebee to the Village of Palmetto Bay. And I know you can't see right now because we're blocking your view, but there we go. If you check it out, it clearly has the message, put it down, it's the law. As this vehicle traverses the streets of the Village of Palmetto Bay, it's going to serve as a very important reminder that a new Florida law, which now bans texting while driving and allows only hands-free cell phone usage in our school and construction zones. The safety and security of our residents is a priority in Palmetto Bay. So we're more than glad to have the opportunity to spread the word about this new law in a clean, environmentally friendly way. So here to tell us a little bit more about the law and how it's going to be enforced is our Lieutenant Tony Rodriguez from the Village of Palmetto Bay Policing Unit. Please welcome him.
Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to say that we're very excited in our partnership with the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, as well as the Florida Department of Transportation, in partnering with putting this message forward on the Put It Down law. The first portion of the law went into effect on July 1st of this year with regards to hands-free devices. And the second portion just came into effect now, October 1st of 2019, with regards to not using a mobile device of any sort through a construction or a school zone. We're in an education phase right now, meaning that there will be no citations issued between October 1st and January 1st. So it's more of an education campaign at this point. And we're asking the community for your commitment. It's very serious, an accident that could be caused at a construction or school zone. You know, our most precious individuals are our students, our children that are at these school zones. Especially, you know, the smaller children, they can be distracted. So this is a very strong commitment that we've made with our partners, and we look forward to working with the community and getting a commitment from the community to put it down. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lieutenant. It really has taken a lot of hard work to bring this new law as a reality here in South Florida, and one of those that I had the opportunity to see on a regular basis in Tallahassee advocating for the new law is a very brave South Florida woman who shared her story with Florida lawmakers after losing her son at the hands of a distracted driver. So she's joining us here today, as I mentioned previously, and I'd like to turn the mic over to Debbie Wanikoff to share her story. Thank you for being here, Debbie. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Debbie Wanikoff, and I am a road safety advocate. I am happy to be here today for the launch of the Palmetto Bay Freebee transportation service. Ride-share services are important. They are eco-friendly, relieve traffic congestion, and most importantly, you never have to drive distracted now. I am very grateful that the Florida Department of Transportation is sponsoring the Put It Down Freebee vehicle. It will bring awareness to distracted driving and as a result make our roads safer for motorists, cyclists, and pedestrians. My journey is one of tragedy and grief. In 2015, I lost my son Patrick at the hands of a cell phone distracted driver. This is his memorial bookmark. I have given out more than 3,000 of these bookmarks to tell the story of his incredible life that was cut much too short. I continue to give his bookmark to others so that his life and legacy will be life-saving. And if you would like one of the bookmarks, they are on the table with the FDOT information. My journey led me to Mark Merwitzer, a Palmetto Bay resident. Some of you know Mark, an amazing young man, right from here, your town, who is now a proud Gator. I give tremendous credit to Mark for getting me involved with distracted driving legislation in our state capital. For the past 2 years, Mark and I were side by side in the mission to make roads safer in Florida. Mark's parents, Craig and Roseanne, and my husband, Rick, supported us every step of the way. I am proud to say that our efforts in Tallahassee made a difference. On July 1st, 2019, texting while driving became a primary offense, allowing law enforcement to cite and ticket offenders. School zones and work zones are now hands-free. This is common sense, life-saving legislation, and it is making an impact on our roads. Through enforcement and education of this law, there will be fewer crashes, fewer injuries, and lives will be saved. I have come here today as an advocate and a messenger. My message is simple. We must make cell phone distracted driving culturally unacceptable, just like drunk and drug driving. Cell phone use while driving is an epidemic in our country. It is a habit and sometimes an addiction that leads to negligent behavior that can destroy lives. Now is the time to end this deadly distraction. We have it in our power to end it right now. I stand here with hope in my heart that you will never have to suffer the loss that my family has. And I hope that you will spread my message to others. I applaud the effort of the Florida Department of Transportation, which is spreading the message to put it down. And I ask you to take it to the next level. Don't even touch a phone while you are driving. I am asking you to commit to drive phone-free. If you could prevent one crash or save one life with this effort, wouldn't it be worth it?
Thank you, Debbie, for sharing your son's story with us. And I can say Palmetto Bay will commit to putting bookmarks in every one of our freebies and all of our public transportation. And we appreciate you sharing that with us today. So as Debbie mentioned, there was another young man who worked for years to help pass the Put It Down law. And he lives right here in Palmetto Bay, at school right now, a proud Gator at University of Florida, Mark Merwitzer. Mark was championing this bill since 2016. Mind you, a high school student championing a bill at the Tallahassee level. It's not easy for adults to be able to do that. To have a young person do that, quite amazing. So over the years, Mark made several trips to Tallahassee to try and break through the bureaucracy and other challenges to support this law. 2 times prior, as Debbie mentioned, it was defeated, and it was defeated badly. But the last time was the charm. He couldn't be here today. As we mentioned, he's now a freshman studying at the University of Florida and is going to make great contributions, I am sure. But he did send a message that we are going to share with you. And this is directly from Mark. We reached out to Mark's family and asked him just to send us something, and these are exactly his words. Before I begin my speech, I'd like to thank Kelly Craig for her hard work in putting this event together and allowing my speech into this ceremony in my presence. I also want to thank every single past and current council member and the County Commission for making this amazing and free service a reality for our residents. One of the signs on the side of this freebie will urge all of us not to text and drive. While you likely hear this non-stop, it is important to consider what you are actually being asked not to do. When you text and drive, the massive 2-ton piece of metal that you are driving has great potential to become a lethal weapon that endangers not only you, but the safety of everyone around you, inside and outside your vehicle. This includes the people in this freebie. There is no better place for this sign to be displayed because it will remind people to consider the safety of the people inside of the freebie rather than paying attention to the Facebook message or other notification that you have just received. However, there is one place that you can text whenever you want. That is on board this freebie. If you want to use your phone and get to your destination safely, please take this freebie instead of using your phone while driving. That is one of the many great things about this service, and I am grateful that the Village took the time to include this message on the freebie. Thank you again for inviting my speech to your event. And I know, Mark, I think you're watching today through Facebook. We're going to give you a big round of applause. So let's give Mark a round of applause. So now I'd like to introduce a friend, Carlos Sarmiento. Carlos actually reached out to me at some point and said, you know, hey, we have this Put It Down campaign. Would the Village be interested? And I said, yeah, sure. It's a very important message. And then we got the real soundbite, which was there was also money to help us be able to present this campaign, which is always important when you are a municipality looking for dollars to be able to promote amazing initiatives. So I'd like to go ahead and turn it over to Carlos, and he will speak on behalf of District 6 FDOT. Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Mayor. Once again, Carlos Sarmiento with the Florida Department of Transportation. Good morning, and on behalf of the Florida Department of Transportation, District 6, I would like to thank Mayor Cunningham, the wonderful staff at the Village of Palmetto Bay for this amazing opportunity to expand your transportation options and for sharing our safety message. I'd also like to thank Jason Spiegel, Matt Friedman, and the rest of the team at Freebee for being a fantastic vendor collaborator with FDOT. We're excited that our Put It Down campaign messages will be shared via video and printed collaterals to all passengers as they enjoy a free, fun, convenient, environmentally friendly, and most importantly, safe ride. Through strategic partnerships such as these, FDOT continues to bring awareness of the Put It Down Distracted Driving Awareness campaign, which focuses on the new Florida No Texting and Driving and Hands-Free on Construction and School Zones law. These behaviors are now primary offenses in the state of Florida. We remind all drivers that no text, no call, nothing is worth losing a life over. So put it down, it's the law. Let's all obey it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, and last but certainly not least, we have our amazing friends from Freebee that have joined us at every one of these celebrations, and they're here to give you some information on the hours and to publicize this third Freebie in the Village of Palmetto Bay.
Thank you, and would like to say good morning, and we're very happy to be here. We're excited about our continued partnership with FDOT and the Village of Palmetto Bay, and excited to now be filling in the gap between our morning and afternoon hours of service here in Palmetto Bay. This freebie will be running in Palmetto Bay from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day, so we're able to provide continuous service from 6:30 a.m. all the way up to 7 p.m. in the Village of Palmetto Bay. So any type of transportation needs you have, just download the app and request a ride, and you'll be paired with the next available driver. Thank you.
As a matter of fact, I think my colleague took the freebie on her way over here, which is great. So I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. We're very, very excited about the partnership. Even the third time around, it gets better and better. We'll be here, so if you want to speak with either my colleague from Pinecrest, the County Commission Office, Lieutenant Debbie, my colleague, or the FDOT representative Carlos, we're here to answer your questions. Thank you.